Hello everybody, I'm your host, Eric Bird here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, you can see I'm sitting over here in Charlotte Airport with the mask on, being COVID safe. So here's what we're gonna talk about today. Being COVID safe. What are we gonna do when the economy comes crashing down? You've heard of them before. The Bitcoins, the gold, the silver, the precious metals. Let's talk about it. So please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. Well, it looks like I'm going skiing, but I'm not. So you know how we do it. First off, Tifosi Optics, check. Stop Struggling Now gear, check. So now, what are we gonna do with this economy going down? Things that we've talked about in the past, those precious metals. The gold miner stock I've never talked about, but here now we're gonna be talking about it. So what are you gonna do? AUY, for instance. B as in boy, T as in Tom, G as in George, for instance. That's right, I may have background noise, because you can see I'm sitting here at the Charlotte Airport. You know we don't stop. B as in boy, T as in Tom, G as in George. We have a few other things. G as in George, O, L, D as in David. This is for everybody on podcast, so you can see what we're talking about here. These are minor stock. So therefore, when gold goes up, these shares tend to go up. And luckily, they're $26 or less, some are $10 or less, and you can get in right now before the economy starts going down and you wish you would have gotten in when these things are like 50 or 60 or potentially $100. Other things, J-U-N-G. That's right, J as in Jack, N as in Nancy, U, G as in George. So that's another stock that you might want to get. And then, of course, you always know how I feel about it. 5%, 10% of your portfolio or less should be for these precious metals. But that's gold and silver physical. This other gold and silver that I just mentioned is on the stock, so therefore those are liquid, so you can invest a little bit more than 10% if you want. You can go up to 15 or 20 in my opinion. So therefore, this is what we're talking about today. How we can always make money no matter if the stocks go up or they go down. And most of you already know, when they start going down, you gotta have the TIVIX, the velocity stocks, the SQQQ, the T as in Tom, VIX, the VIXY, VIXY, the UVXY. All these things come into play. And then, of course, the stepchild to the dollar is a Bitcoin. All I can recommend now, there's all these altcoins, but Bitcoin is gonna rule the day. It already has doubled up from 3,700 to like 8,000. And when they're printing money and going out of style, giving money, donating money to the populace, giving money as a bailout to the corporations, giving bailouts to regular mom and pops, bailouts all over the place, they're printing money. Simple. The theory is Bitcoins will rise. So therefore, get yourself a little bit of Bitcoin. There'll be a link down below to get your Coinbase account started. I don't know if they still have the promotion, but if they do, get your free $10 of Bitcoin or something like that. I'll have a link down below. So get in on that. What else can we talk about this week before I leave to get back to Cali? Because as you know, that's the home front. So there's gonna be a little bit different videos coming up. So, this is the things we're thinking about on a Friday as you watch the stock market tumble. The other thing, I just broke out a video that said, hey, start your own business. Free. The course. The next video at the end of this is coming up, so therefore you can watch it, and it's no problem. So keep your head up, ladies and gentlemen. It's not all that bad. Some of you may have gotten your stimulus checks. Remember, use some of that stimulus money to create wealth. Invest in yourself. Always invest in yourself just a little bit, even if it's just 10%. here, 10% there. It all adds up. Before you know it, you'll have thousands in an account somewhere, earning money while you sleep. That's what we're always talking about here. The 7 streams of income. You have to get them. So this is all over the map because I'm sitting here at Charlotte, and I really just wanted to make a video for you guys because it's hard out here. Lots of people are being kept at home, staying at home. I'm flying today. I thought there wouldn't be that many people. On my first flight there wasn't, but on the second flight it looks like a lot of standby. So wear your mask. Be safe. Don't be clowning out here because those medical bills, nobody's coming to save you. You might think it's fun and games at first until you actually get sick and got to go to the hospital. Then you find out your insurance doesn't cover 100%. And when something costs $100,000 and they say you owe 30, that could break a lot of people. 76% of the population doesn't even have $1,000 in the bank. So come on now, stop playing. Protect yourself, even if you think it's fake or if it's true. No matter what, you should protect yourself. So that's why I started out the video with the mask on. I'm not gonna be clowning. A lot of us have things to live for. People are relying on us. So therefore, in all phases, they're relying on us to generate wealth, to generate money, to keep food in the cupboards. These are the kind of things you have to think about when you're sitting there laid off, when you're sitting there unemployed. And some of you out here don't even appreciate what you have. You have a roof over your head, food in the cupboard, clothes on your back, and you're still sitting around complaining. All I'm saying is all you have to do is build on your extra streams of income, and there's really nothing to complain about unless you're homeless, unless you don't have food in the cupboards, unless you're sitting in that food bank line, then you have nothing to complain about. You're ahead of the game. So stay ahead of the game. And the only way you can stay ahead of the game is to invest in yourself, educate yourself, and keep paying attention to what's going on around you. Don't put your head in the sand. Things move so fast that you can end up being broke. Things move so fast you can end up not having a job. You think that you're just furloughed. You think that you're laid off. You may not be going back to work. So don't get comfortable. So with all that said, please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And you know it's hard out here. That's the only reason I'm bringing these videos to you. Trying to keep everybody up. Trying to make sure that we can all move forward with some sort of plan. Because a fool is a person that does not have a plan. And then the next step is you have to implement the plan. So let's implement the plans. Implement the plans. So with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.
Group 9 may board now for Sacramento. Boarding all groups for Sacramento here at B11.